Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 791. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Connor Farley. What's up, Connor?
Hello.
What's up, Ray?
Today we're not talking about Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of that, thank you, Ray. We had Ghostbusters re-release in the theaters here in the States, and we got a little bit of a surprise, actually. The numbers went up a little bit, but we have in now 218,942,575. Basically, it went up a couple 100,000. So it's going to probably clear over 1 million something for the holiday 3 days, whatever that we have. We're still waiting for the numbers for the foreign markets, which we probably won't get till Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully that will turn into it being 231 million. And then we're going to have to wait and see how much more energy Ghostbusters has. Answer the call. So we'll see what happens. I did see Bridesmaids for the first time ever. Because Sharon, that's the one movie I didn't see with Melissa McCarthy. And Sharon, she loved that movie. She said, "Can we watch it?" So we ordered it. And it was really funny. Did you ever see it, Ray?
Yeah, I saw it once.
Did you ever see Connor?
Is that an old film?
Couple of years old. Bridesmaids. You should check it out.
I've heard of it. Who's it got in it?
Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig,
Oh, right.
Maya
Okay.
Rudolph.
Yeah.
It was actually, if you didn't see it, right, it is friggin' hysterical. So shame on me for not seeing it all these years, whatever. So check that out. What do you think Ghostbusters is going to finish off at, Connor? I mean, right now we're almost 219, right? Do you think? Yeah.
I'll say 265.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is, too? Everybody said it was over. That was weeks ago. And then Sony really surprised everybody by putting it back in the theaters in domestic numbers, like States. So everybody's going to see, it's not like, oh, my God, they're going to see, like, the number one movie. But, I mean, after how many months since it's been out? Like July 15th? We're in September, for crying out loud. And it's still making like 1 million or whatever. So now foreign numbers, it's still like in Japan, it's like 7th place. It's still making money there. There's a few places it's making money in the foreign market. So it's, here I thought on September 4th, that would be it, for the foreign markets. But that's not the case. And we're probably going to be reporting about it for the next couple of weeks. So I am very happy that it has staying power. And I just wish it made a little more. We'll have to wait and see. What about you, Ray? What do you think it's going to?
255.
Really? Right. I still think it's getting a sequel anyway.
Oh, there again, it might get re-released by Halloween.
Listen, I still think that we're going to get a sequel, regardless. I mean, some of these movies like Chronicles of Riddick and stuff like that got like sequels or soft reboots or whatever, Riddick, and then that's continuing. Other movies,
rebooting it.
I mean, American Pie had some crappy DVD straight releases, and now it's going to get American Pie 5 or 6, whatever, that's going to be in the movies. So, I mean, even Chucky 7, like a lot of them, I mean, Chucky's did good, though, direct TV, the last one, but sometimes they just go ahead with sequels anyway, So they do want to start up a franchise. They feel that the girls, they are funny, and it can lead to franchises. So I think, with different things, with sequels and animated and whatever. So I'm all for it. Do you think, Connor, that it will get a sequel?
Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
I hope so, because it was funny, and I think they could do something more with it. Probably just one sequel. I'm not going to say they should do a trilogy, because I don't think they should. I think maybe just 2 films with that particular cast. Then that's it. Then I think it definitely sort of needs a follow up there. So
I don't think it like, for us to like it, it doesn't mean that we hate the original. No. I mean, I love the original more, But I'm like, people like right away they're seeing stuff that's not there. They see that it's men bashing and stuff like that. That's not true at all. In fact, right, if you look at the original Ghostbusters, you saw the original Ghostbusters, right, Connor?
I thought the original one improved.
Yeah, of
Seen it
course.
a billion times, yeah.
So I mean, it's not like the way Peter Venkman like talks to women and stuff. It's not like they were like super, like treating women with the best caliber, right? I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not saying anything against like the original Ghostbusters, but it's not like they paint like the guys were dominant, obviously, and the girls, of course, they're the Ghostbusters, they're dominant. But Janine, like she was with in the second one, I thought she was kind of dumbed down a little bit, that she was with Louis Tully, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just felt that I loved the originals better. In fact, when it was re-released a couple years ago, Ghostbusters, I took the kids and Sharon and went to see it. It's going to be re-released again, the original Ghostbusters. I'm going to go see it. But one thing should have nothing to do with the other, like just because you like the new movie. A lot of there's like that quadrant of fans that are just pure hatred against the new Ghostbusters, and they're making up shit that it's against men and stuff like that. And I think they're just talking out of their ass, to tell you the truth, and making all these horrible comments. I mean, you could like a movie, and that doesn't mean your intelligence is down and all that other stuff. So it really gets stupid the way people, they want something so bad. They're not going to get a Ghostbusters 3. It's never going to happen. Howard Ramis passed on, so we can never really have a Ghostbusters 3. So, and Bill Murray didn't want to do it anyway. So, I mean, people shouldn't hate and blame the new girls, the Ghostbusters, because they couldn't get Ghostbusters 3. I mean, there's a lot of hatred there, I guess, for certain fans. So, anyway, what do we have, Connor? Any news?
Yeah, I think we'll start off with the big news, being that it's seemingly Game of Thrones are blowing their budget on big castings because it's a week into filming. Actually, it's probably less. It's a few days into filming.
Right.
They've already cast Oscar-winning actor Jim Broadbent and Angela Lansbury.
Very interesting.
That's like two massive names. In fact, it's probably the two biggest names they've ever cast. And actually, I think Jim Broadbent is the only Oscar winner or even Oscar nominee they've ever cast. So that's huge news.
Could it be that there's not 10 episodes and there's only like 6 or 7 that they still have the same budget but less episodes, so they have the money to burn?
Yeah, I think because it is only 7 episodes, the series, because it's going for a summer airing rather than when it normally airs in like April time, something. It's more like June, July next year. They've obviously probably got more budget, so they're going to cast more big names. People already sort of know who Jim Broadbent is playing. He's going to be playing a character called Archmaester Marwyn, who is the leader. He's like an archbishop in a church of the Citadel, where Samuel Tarly is now. Because obviously in the last episode of the season this year, we saw Samuel arrive at the Citadel, didn't we, with the Gilly and the kid and stuff, and
right.
He's training to be a maester now. So apparently that character goes from the Citadel and he travels to support and follow Daenerys in King's Landing. So he's sort of a big character.
What about Angela Lansbury?
Don't know who she's playing yet. This is literally the first time I've only just heard of this news, but this is massive news. So
yeah. I got to tell you, I can't friggin' wait to see what happens, because I love it now that the characters like Jon Snow can interact with Daenerys. Like they're getting closer to, I think 2 big battles. One, the battle with, the White Walkers, and then the other battle being who's going to be, there's probably in King's Landing will be a big battle. With Cersei, everybody.
Well, I think they've already said that the season's pretty much Cersei versus Daenerys. So it's
what about Jon Snow?
Focus around them two. I don't know about. I think sort of Jon Snow's storyline will sort of operate within the 3 characters being Jon, Sansa and Littlefinger. And then you'll have in King's Landing, you'll have obviously Cersei against Daenerys. And that's going to be... Because 7 episodes actually isn't that much for story in Game of Thrones.
But then we have 6 after that, though.
Then we have 6 after that, yeah. So this is probably setting up more for what's happening in the final.
So then the final will probably be Jon Snow versus Daenerys, maybe? Or
no, because I think they'll join together. Like, yeah, everyone...
marriage or something?
Probably, yeah, and then they'll all fight the White Walkers or something. I don't know, but because the wall's got to come down at some point. I don't think that's...
Yeah, that's going to be done. So is Sansa going to die?
She might do. I mean, we never know who's going to die and who's going to live in Game of Thrones.
And Arya is probably going to live, I think.
It's like Game of Thrones is like Russian roulette. You don't know what one is going to be going.
I think Arya, the big thing is going to be when Jon Snow and Arya interact.
I want her to survive because she finally got some development at the end of that series when she killed David Bradley's character, Walder.
Yeah. You like, what do you think, Ray?
I would just go away and find out, I think, because there's so many possibilities in that at the end of the day. Yeah. I won't be surprised at any of them. And
we could all be wrong. I mean, Littlefinger could screw over Jon Snow and he could be dead before the final season. I mean, or he could try to screw over Jon Snow and then Sansa gets killed.
Exactly.
And then Arya kills Littlefinger, maybe. I mean, we don't know. But it's very exciting. I mean, it's almost over, but I love Game of Thrones. It's fantastic. What else do we have?
Georgina Campbell is female lead in Krypton. Or she's in the running to be female lead.
That's supposed to be like the adventures of Superman's like grandfather or great-grandfather or something like that. Or I guess when they would travel in space or something, or exploring planets. I mean, I'm not really sure what the hell they could do with that. You know, I don't even know if it would be big. I mean, it's Sci-Fi Channel, right?
I'm not sure, but she's a really great actress. She was actually in the running. She was like 4th in the bookies list for being the next Doctor Who companion. And she people thought it was her because she went from being quite low down on the list near the bottom to being 4th on the very last day before the day before, you know, the football match where it was Pearl Mackie.
Right.
It was announced. Wow. And she's done loads of stuff for British TV, but yeah, she's a great actress. So
cool.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm gonna watch when it comes on. But did you know that Matt Lucas was also in Bridesmaids? I did not know that. I mean,
he's been in loads. Like, you could literally name any comedy, and he's probably been in it.
He's fantastic.
Since Little Britain, when that gave him his big break, he's been on everything.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, though. I mean, I'm like, wow. I'm starting to really like some of his stuff. So I'm starting to watch his things. So, all right. I think that's it, right, Connor?
No, we've got one more thing about Stranger Things. Obviously, we said the other day that season 2 has been announced and everything, and we've got all the episode titles and stuff.
Yes.
And there appears to be 3 more characters that have been sort of announced because they're starting to cast these roles now.
Okay.
So they've put out some form of a casting call. Max is a tough and confident 13-year-old female whose appearance, behaviour and pursuits are more typical of a boys than a girls in the era. She has a complicated history and a difficult relationship with her stepbrother Billy. That's made her protective of her past and generally suspicious of those around her. She's also good on a skateboard, which she uses to get around pretty much everywhere. Billy is a super muscular, overconfident 17-year-old. He's so captivating and edgy that there are rumours flying around that he killed someone at a school he attended in the past. Billy steals people's girlfriends, is a drinking game pro, and drives a black Camaro. His violent and unpredictable nature shows itself to those closest to him, especially to the ones who are younger than he is. Roman, meanwhile, is described as a male or a female of any ethnicity between the ages of 30 and 38. After growing up homeless with a drug-addicted mother, he or she suffered a great loss at an early age and has been seeking revenge ever since. Roman is ultimately an outsider who doesn't understand how to connect with people. Apparently, Max is going to be the new addition to the kids.
Okay.
And that actually explains the first episode title, Mad Max.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if he likes a skateboard, then he's obviously a lover of vehicles. And his name's Max, so it sort of fits in with the whole plot of Mad Max. So,
right. That's awesome. Those are tips to hat to Mad Max, awesome. Yeah, the old should be old movies.
Right there, like Mel Gibson.
Yeah. So, all right. I'm excited, but that's when is that airing? We know? Or no?
Next year.
Around the same time?
Probably, yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Ray. We'll be back later on tonight. So doing probably a real walking cast and probably real movie. So take care. Bye for now.